Hi and welcome back to Blanchy Talks Watches. For review today we have the Mitchell Timepieces Raider with the black dial. This is a vintage pilot style watch. The case is 42mm wide excluding the crown with a 48mm lug to lug. The black dial has BGW9 lume both on the dial and on the hands. Now the lume on this watch is absolutely amazing, so I'll go into a bit more detail on that later. If you go for a closer look at the dial now, you can see it is absolutely spotless. The lume is applied lovely and evenly, both on the dial and the hands. It's absolutely perfect. It's great to see on a watch with such vibrant lume that it is applied so evenly. The case has a brushed finish. Obviously a fixed bezel. The polished crown is engraved with MT for Mitchell Timepieces. This watch has 100 meters water resistance. The strap is green canvas with an olive green stitch to match. The underside of the strap is leather. It is embossed Mitchell there and the star. The buckle is also engraved MT again for Mitchell Timepieces. The case back on this watch is also engraved. It's an interesting design on it. So what we have here is a silhouette of a B-25 bomber, and around it we have the markings of a compass. What ties this case back together is the compass markings on the back are reminiscent of a compass that was actually found in a B-25 bomber back during the Second World War. It's a nice touch, and this watch is full of nods to history from World War II. The strap comes as standard with quick release spring bars, which I'm becoming more and more a fan of as I get more watches. It's great to have such quick and easy strap changes. I'm a big fan of these, and I'm actively trying to get more of them in my collection. This is the only watch in my collection that I've ever had anyone comment that they like the strap. Now, those of you who collect watches and wear them regularly will know it's rare to get anyone to compliment your watch at all. So to have non-watch collectors commenting on how nice this strap is was a shock, to put it mildly. It is very nice. You may recognize it from my TC9 diver review. I'm actually wearing the same strap on my TC9. Now, I got a second one of these straps, so I couldn't take it off the Raider. I had to get a second one because I had to have it on both. It's such a versatile strap. It's soft straight out of the box, very comfortable with the leather underside. It's nice, you don't have the scratchy canvas feel. The two keepers are a nice size, very slight fraying on the edges of the keepers. That'd be easily fixed if I wanted to, but I'm not too pressed about it. This watch gets an awful lot of wear in my collection, so it does rub off the desk and other things. This is an automatic watch which uses the Miyota 9039 movement. So what came in the package with this watch was a nice Mitchell Timepieces aviation inspired pen. Always nice to have a branded pen. And another surprise was this lovely little felt watch roll. So I wasn't expecting this at all with the watch, so it was a pleasant surprise. It's nice to see something a bit different with the felt rather than your standard either box or a leather watch roll or plastic even. I have a few different ones, but this is it's different than all the rest I have. So I'll just open it up. So just a force, I'll zoom out there a bit. 4-slot watch roll there, and it came with business card of the owner, Mitchell Timepieces Aviation Inspired, serial number 44, Raider, purchase date 2nd of the 12th, 21, or for those of us who write the date correctly, the 12th of February 2021. Nice touch, nice personal touch, getting the owner's business card along with your serial number. One thing I really like about the Raider is the fact that it's from a micro brand, but it's a small brand, so you can nearly call it a boutique brand, Mitchell Timepieces. So what that means is all of their models are limited edition, and when I say limited, I mean very limited. This watch came with either a black dial like this one or a white full lume dial. I'll put in a picture of it here now. And there was 50 of these made total, so that's 25 black and 25 white. So you'll see limited edition watches from other companies that are in the hundreds if not thousands of watches. So this is what a true limited edition watch looks like. 25 pieces like this in the world, and that's it. So the chances of bumping into someone on the road wearing one of these is damn near zero, which as a collector I really like. I have a lot of watches. To have something that only a handful of people in the whole world have really speaks to me. Okay, let's see how this looks on the wrist. So for reference, my wrist is about 7¼ inches. Again, this is 42mm with 48 lug to lug, so I find 42mm is about the sweet spot for myself. So yeah, as you can see there, the lug to lug fits comfortably on my wrist. The 42mm is just perfect. You can see a nice shot of the domed crystal there. It doesn't add any distortion to the dial, but it is nice having the dome on it. Very comfortable, where, as I've said before, the leather underside on the canvas strap makes it very, very comfortable. There's nice flex in the strap, and it just sits very well on the wrist. I have to say, since getting this in my collection in February, it quickly became my favourite watch. I found myself struggling to not wear it. I'd put other watches on in the morning, have to change this in the afternoon, and the honeymoon phase hasn't worn off after all these months. I still absolutely love it, and if you're on any of the microbrand watch pages on Facebook, you'd have seen me pushing this to anyone who looks for a suggestion for a pilot watch. I just think it's perfect. Now, unfortunately, as I said, it's very limited edition, so at the time of filming, I believe there's one white Raider left, and that's it. But you might get lucky if you really like it. Jump onto Mitchell Timepieces. I'll link them down below, and you can see if it's still there. Now, this watch retailed for $499. The last white one's currently on sale for $399, and I actually got this myself through a gold subscription from Wrist Check Monthly. I'll link them in the description as well. Now let's have a look at this absolutely amazing lume. So sorry for the grainy picture quality, but you can see there, it's just incredible. The detail on each of the numbers is perfect. The hands glow strongly as well. And the best thing about this lume is it doesn't fade through the night. If you wake up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, still bright as day, you can easily read the time any time of the day or night. You get a lovely surprise when you walk inside from a sunny day to see the numbers glowing brightly during the day with the blue tint to them. Really adds something special to the watch that you don't see in many others. Most people would consider Seiko lume to be the top of the game in the affordable bracket, and to be honest, this blows it out of the water. I have a couple of Seiko monsters, and while they are incredible for their lume, they don't have a patch on how good this lume is. just come into a darker room here so you can really appreciate how bright this lume is. It's just perfect. The numbers do go brighter than the hands, but it's perfectly legible all through the night. As well, with the lume being so strong on this, you can see that it's very evenly applied. So if you had different thicknesses of the lume across the numbers, you'd have bright spots and dark spots, but you can clearly see it's just perfectly applied across both the numbers and the hands. Now, for criticisms of the watch, I think it'll come as no surprise to anyone that I have very little to say against this watch. I absolutely love it. One thing that would have been nice, being such a small batch, I would have loved to have seen an engraved number on the watch. That's my only gripe, really, and that's a minor thing. I still know how small it is. I have the warranty card, so I'm more than happy with that. The only other thing is it's quite reflective of the old ring light, but there's not much I can do about that, and you know, it doesn't affect you in day-to-day wearing, so it's an absolute non-issue. If you love the Radar but you're unlucky enough that you can't purchase one, there is another option coming out soon. There's a new model called the Seikograph, which is an interesting looking chronograph watch that instead of chrono hands, it has two rotating discs that are half hidden, and quite unusual. It comes in either white with blue dials or black with red dials. It's in the Radar case, but obviously it's a chronograph, so it'll have the pushers on the side. I was talking to the owner before this video, just asking for clarification of the numbers, and he was kind enough to offer a discount code for any of my viewers. So I'll put in some pictures now of the Seikograph, which is available for pre-order. And if you're interested in ordering it, if you use the code DB20, you'll get $20 off the pre-order price when you pay in full, and that's good until the 30th of June 2021. I'll put the links and code down in the description. I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything. He was just kind enough to do it. He didn't ask me to do a good review of this. I just absolutely love this watch. Let me know what you think of the watch in the comments. If you're interested in buying the Seikograph, drop a comment below and let me know as well, and make sure you use the code to get yourself $20 off. I'm more than happy with the quality of this. I would honestly be tempted to buy the white dial version myself and have a pair of them. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like and a comment down below, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button down there, and I'll see you again. Thanks very much.